The man in the bottle is far from a unique concept, but the execution of this genie story is pretty well done. It all relies on the performances of the three leads, and as was the case most of the time with this show, the acting is very high quality. Joseph Ruskin's deceptively menacing genie is the highlight for me personally, but one particular avenue that the story leads us down is a destination Rod Serling drove us to more than once in the Twilight Zone. Arthur Castle and his wife Edna own and operate a failing antique shop. They're massively behind on bills, but the kind-hearted Arthur still gives a few bucks to a struggling old woman named Mrs. Gumley for a wine bottle she admits she found in the trash. After arguing with his wife over their sinking business, Arthur accidentally knocks the wine bottle to the floor, where smoke begins to pour out of it. The form of a well-dressed man then appears and says he's there to grant the castle's 4 wishes. After not believing him at first, the genie proves he's the real deal by fixing the broken glass in the front display case. With 3 wishes left, Arthur and Edna debate over what they need them for the most. Don Medford was back to direct his second episode after Season 1's A Passage for Trumpet. This installment doesn't have the heart of his first, but the script from Rod Serling served up a few opportunities to make it a distinct production with a few standout moments. Joseph Ruskin would say in a 2004 interview that he had ample time to rehearse, which led to the exceptional performances we were treated to. Ruskin's straightforward but sinister approach to the role has him come off as more of a devil-making-a-deal character than your typical genie, but that's what I like about it. The castle's second wish is for $1 million in cash, and the genie complies. This is where we get the first hint that something inauspicious is afoot. First of all, what a great idea to have all the money fall from the ceiling instead of it just appearing on the ground. Great call there. Raskin's laugh is terrifying. We hear it a couple times throughout the episode, and this guy had one heck of an evil guffaw. He worked for many years in film and TV, including providing his voice for a key moment in the Twilight Zone classic To Serve Man. We'll cover that one down the road, but everything from his sly smile to his laid-back and matter-of-fact delivery made this genie character hauntingly indelible. The Castles are such good folks that they give away tens of thousands of dollars from their newly acquired cash to people from the neighborhood. But Uncle Sam wants his cut of that genie money. An agent from the IRS arrives and says Arthur and Edna have to pay over $940,000 in federal and state income taxes. After handing out what they gave to their friends, this leaves them with just $5. The genie then reappears and tells them to be mindful of their wishes because consequences still come along with them. Of course, they're not allowed to wish for more wishes, and once a wish is granted, it's permanent. Also, only a wish can undo another wish. I wish I didn't have to say wish so many times.
No matter what you wish for, you must be prepared for the consequences.
Arthur mulls it over for a while and, strangely, ends up wishing for power. He tells the genie to make him the leader of a contemporary foreign country where he can't be voted out of office. Edna agrees with him, and he gets what he asks for.
I'm Hitler. I'm in a bunker. It's the end of the war.
Now this is a Twilight Zone moment. The genie follows all of Arthur's instructions and turns him into Hitler just before his death. They even show the bottle of poison he's supposed to kill himself with. Luther Adler is great in this episode overall, and funnily enough, this wasn't the first time he played Hitler, but his reactions here elevate the sequence. It's horrifying and also kind of hilarious. The twisted irony and build-up to the reveal made me feel several emotions simultaneously, which is why I think a scene like this exemplifies those shocking twists this series was known for. With his last wish, Arthur undoes the hellish situation he's been put in. The genie's bottle is smashed, and he arrives back in the antique shop. He and Edna clean the mess, throw out the shattered bottle, and go back to their lives with a greater sense of appreciation. The bottle then reforms in the garbage can as the story wraps up. I do like this episode, again, mostly for the performances and that big shock Hitler reveal. Serling would use him as a character in another Twilight Zone episode in Season 4 that I am extremely excited to talk about when we get there. But as for the man in the bottle, I think it's good enough to recommend. It is a little inconsistent with Arthur's character, though. I'm not sure why he went from giving an old lady a couple bucks when he couldn't even pay his own bills and handing out all that wished cash to the neighborhood to yearning for power at the end. It could have been trying to say that having access to anything he wanted was corrupting him, or maybe the genie's magic was changing him from the inside out. There is a line that points to the latter.
Edna, what's happening? What's going on?
The genie says this is the normal pattern that's followed by his wishers, but it's not quite clear if it's human nature or magic that's changing our lead character. In terms of other miscellaneous notes, I thought it was a little odd that the castles are offered 4 wishes instead of 3. I enjoyed the sample of Bernard Herrmann's walking distance score that they used at the beginning, and that's about it. You should check it out. I'd really like to read your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. In the end, it's a story that reminds us to be careful what you wish for when you're in the Twilight Zone.